Differing interpretations of the same scientific research can lead to incredibly different conclusions. Recently, research on a Dyson Sphere candidate provided possible evidence of different extraterrestrial civilizations located many light years away from each other, having all mastered the same or similar advanced radio emission technologies. But the researchers decided to interpret the evidence they collected as instead originating from natural contamination. They decided to take on this interpretation because they believed it would be unlikely for extraterrestrial civilizations separated by such vast distances to have mastered the same or similar advanced radio emission technologies. I don't fully agree with this interpretation. Dyson Sphere technology is extremely advanced and beyond anything humanity has ever constructed. Is it that unrealistic that if an extraterrestrial civilization has successfully created a Dyson Sphere, that it hasn't since expanded across the cosmos and constructed similar structures? Is it that unrealistic that they could possess technology that trivializes crossing such vast distances, considering that they possess much more advanced technology than even we do? I imagine that this research will now be viewed as evidence against a possible Dyson Sphere candidate, when it could have been viewed as possible evidence of even more Dyson spheres with similar structures across the universe. If anything, this could even be evidence that there is a most efficient method of Dyson sphere creation, if it is the case that different civilizations all constructed similar structures. As far as we know, they could have all been made by communicating civilizations who exchanged knowledge and resources with one another. There are so many alternative explanations for why the spheres are all so similar, and I am a bit disappointed that instead of investigating further that researchers will instead be hand-waving their own findings away as being due to natural contamination. I think I am most disappointed by the fact that the natural contamination argument is based on a preferred assumption. A preferred assumption is not evidence to the contrary of one's findings. Their preferred assumption is a chosen interpretation of their findings that, in my opinion, undermines their findings. I'm not saying they should have definitively declared that they discovered multiple extraterrestrial civilizations, but they at the very least could have stated that their findings point in that direction and require further investigation. My preferred interpretation, based on their findings, is that we have evidence of multiple Dyson spheres existing hundreds of light years away from each other that all have the same or similar advanced radio emission technology. My interpretation doesn't go against their findings. My interpretation simply embraces their findings despite how spectacular they might seem. TLDR. Researchers find possible evidence of multiple Dyson spheres with similar radio emission technology, but they prefer to assume that their findings are due to natural contamination. I would prefer they investigate more and make less assumptions.